Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Who do we have in here tonight? Let's take a look. Gordon Walker, Randy Ryan, Dorp. Hey, Kevin L made it. Cool. What's going on, everybody? How was your week? There it goes. Uh-oh, you know what I forgot, hon? I forgot the paddle. Sorry, y'all, I forgot the paddle. Hey, we use this magnet. Every time I put the magnet up. One made it. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Harry made it. Cool. What's going on?
Hey, everybody. Sorry, I was
Hey, Jesus made it.
a little
Tony,
late.
Pudge. Wow, man, everybody's coming. Everybody, Joe, thanks. Robbie's here. What's going on? Everybody's filing in
Hey,
at once.
Torp. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Juan. Hey, Joe.
Two Babe.
Hey,
What's
Two
going
Babe.
on, man? How you doing tonight?
Harry and everybody's here.
Paul
Yeah.
White.
Mrs. K's not here. I
What's
don't
going
see Mrs.
on, Paul?
K. She's probably working.
She's probably working. I bet you she'll show up in a little bit. She
Kevin L.
peek in when
Randy
she can.
Ryan.
That girl works a lot.
Jesus. Tony G. Chaz. Gordon Walker. Okay, I think I got everybody. I think. I'm a little late.
We're starting into that beer pretty good.
Chaz got his stickers. Yay.
Good. Outstanding here. I guess this week, what do I got going on? I've been saving the header wrap for the weekend because it's raining right now and it's going to rain all weekend. I finally got that power steering pump in the truck,
Randy.
but I still got to put the hoses on. It started raining, so I stopped. But I at least got the pump installed, and we'll get that thing going here real quick. The car, like I said, I'm still messing with a bunch of stuff. I bought a timing light. I'm going to try to check the timing this weekend. We're getting some backfires through the carburetor, and that air filter cannot withstand it. So Phil found a 10-inch he had out in the shed. We're going to stick that on there for right now. And we're going to try to time the car and see if that's what's causing it. I may just be dumping gas, because if you guys looked, every time you touch that gas when the bowls are full, it squirts a lot of gas in there, and maybe I'm overdoing it. And then when it fires, I think that might be part of it. But I do want to check the timing.
Hey, Pirates Cove. Long time no see. Lonnie. Is Grady in here? Because Frank really liked his sign. Uh-oh.
Sounds good, one. Sounds like you already got a stack of parts coming, man. That's pretty cool. Wait a minute. Now I'm confused. Oh, I get it now. What's going on, Josh? How you doing, buddy? I'm just catching up. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I'm trying to do better at that. Did any of you guys catch Kim's new video this week? She had a really good video. I'm really proud of you, hun. Her video's got how many views?
Joe Thanks was in there. One was in there. I don't know. There was a whole bunch of people in there.
Well, if you were in there, thank you. If you weren't,
Thanks,
go
Robbie.
check it out when you get a minute. She's got it's almost 6,500 views now, isn't it, hun?
I don't know.
Her video had like 6,500
Thanks,
views.
Too Babe.
And that one video earned almost 200 subscribers. She's closing in on 500 with 14 videos. I'm telling you, she's going to carry us. She's going to be the YouTube sensation, man.
So. Big John.
You're going to be the YouTube sensation. You're going to be the
Thanks, Kevin L. Thanks, Tony G.
Vice grip.
Thanks, Lonnie.
You're going to be the vice grip garage of the craft world.
No, there's.
Actually, that's she found a really good niche, and she's doing good in it.
Thanks, Joe. Hey, Hubie.
Yo, Hubie, what's going on?
Well, one's got it going on. Yeah. Hopefully not in jail, big job. Oh, that's nice, Chaz. Tell your mom thanks.
Well, I think you ought to go with the standard the intake and get that thing running. The 305 is the proper motor for that truck. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's $1.25 crafts. $1.25.
That's pretty cool. Did you see that? Chaz's
Yes,
mom
I said
subscribed.
thank you.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh, here comes Colbert. He wants to be down here too. You better go get him a bed.
Hey, Tim Windsor.
What's going on, Tim? How you doing, buddy?
Uh-oh. Is there a reason you didn't think you'd be here?
Mommy got to go get you your bed too, Tig. Shut up, I'm crafting. Oh, man.
Bobby says take the balancer and see if it moves back and forth to make sure there is no slack in the timing.
I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check a few things, Robbie. I think I want like the initial timing on that should be around. If I'm right, I could be wrong, but from what I'm reading and what I gather with
Hey,
with
there's
an
Mrs.
engine
K.
build like mine, I want initial to be around 10, and then final timing around 38.
Thanks, Randy. Mrs. K's here. Hold up the drink magnet since you forgot the.
Oh yeah, I forgot the paddle upstairs, so I got a magnet. It's still fill the bucket, take a drink. Do we have anybody in here that has the Mr. Phil? Is anybody?
There
in
you
here?
go. Chaz has it.
Chaz has it. So if Chaz talks, you got to take a drink.
Oh, Tony's been cruising the 61 Biscayne.
Very
You have
cool.
good weather finally, Tony, and it's mean you don't have 2 feet of snow anymore.
I don't want to. I was going to take the headers off to wrap them.
Oh, Tim, I'm sorry.
And I still might, but then I have to get a new set of header gaskets and a new collector gaskets, and I don't want to take too much apart. And not because I'm lazy, I'd be happy to do it. It's just I don't want to take too much apart because I want to go to the show this weekend over there at Gatsby's. It's like right around the corner, and I want to go over. I always go to that one every year, and I haven't brought a car there in like 3 years, 4 years, so 5 years. When did I sell the Camaro, honey? What are you going like that to me for?
Tim, I'm so sorry to hear that about your wife, and I'm glad that she's recovering and that the surgeon said all the cancer was removed. That's great news.
Oh my God, Tim! Sorry to hear that. Wow, I'm happy to hear she's all right. My friend Bob, his wife went through something very similar to that a few years ago. Yo, Don, what's happening?
Mr. B is here. He's still alive.
Yeah, Mr.
B, the air conditioner man, loved the sign.
Yeah, he did. My buddy Howard loved that sign.
Don, that was an interesting video you put up the other day. I hope you get to keep all your cars. They're all nice. What's the matter?
He wants a bed and he doesn't have one. He says, well, boo-boos, where's Turbage? What's the matter? Oh, it's everywhere, Randy. Here, we're supposed to rain for like the next 4 days.
Hey, David Soloway.
It seems like we're in that pattern like we were 2 years ago, where it's nice midweek and it rains every single weekend. And I don't mean just a little bit. I mean, it's pouring. And it's supposed to stay this way all weekend. That's why the only reason I didn't wrap my headers already is I'm like, I got to have something to do this weekend. So my new timing light came. My old one broke. Hopefully I know how to use this one that came. I got some Bosch and it has digital stuff on the back. It ain't what I'm used to. But I'll figure it out. Hopefully it has some directions with it. I'll figure it out.
Henry's back from the store with burger buns. Are you having burgers tonight, Henry? You got to use the magnet because somebody forgot the paddle.
Yeah, I got to use the little magnet. I'm sorry. I left the paddle sitting right up on the table. Well, we were in the shop last weekend, honey, so everything's not where it usually is. Lucky I remembered to bring the wires in, or I'd be running out there in the rain to get the wires.
Well, at least Hubie's got good weather.
Well, he's out on the West Coast.
Chaz has got the paddle this week. There you go.
There you go. Chaz is in charge of the paddle. Take a sip.
Oh, Kevin, this rain sucks.
It's a cold, nasty rain, too. It's not.
John says he loves all his cars, but they're just holding him up from bringing home more.
Well, everybody forgets that you got the sedan sitting over in the work lot yet. And it's like,
Oh, nice, Robbie.
and then you show everybody you got the 56 stashed over at your brother's. It's like, yeah, you got a lot to juggle, a lot to move around.
Shop Cat got over 1,000.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Everybody needs a truck, Shop Cat. Everybody needs to have a truck to throw stuff in, you know? That's what I was telling Kim. I was just saying to Kim, we were driving down to my son's to feed the cat, and I really want to drive my C30 around. That's why I said I almost got the thing put back together, and the rain come in, so it's like, that's all right. I'll finish it when it's done raining, but I really want to ride that thing around a little bit. I want to see what's going on with the transmission. I don't know if I think the shifter might just be messed up. It might be a little bit sloppy. Who knows? It might spin out and have a bad transmission at some point.
What's next on the list for the Nova? David Holloway wants to know.
You want to go out in the rain and weld? Hey David, do you want to come over to my house and weld in the rain? Have you ever got shot?
Put your 55 outside and
That's never going to
put the
happen.
Nova in the
That's
shop.
simply not going to happen. I'm not doing it. The 55 does not sleep outside, period. Go buy me a trailer. I'll put it in there.
No. You just had to buy a new air conditioner.
Well, that's why we got to wait. Maybe next year. But no, David, I am going to work on it. It's a weather thing. And during the week, it's like by the time I'm home and situated, it's 5:30, 6 o'clock. So
I'm the boss, Robbie.
I work on what I can when I can. It's not like I'm not working on nothing. I guarantee I'm working on a lot more than some people.
I'm pretty easygoing, boss, though. I don't lay down the hammer too much.
I don't know if I have a short on my phone for tomorrow or not, though, because we had to, like I said, my son, he very rarely goes
That's
away.
right, Randy, you would.
So we had to take care of stuff for my son. So I might have something on there. We'll see.
That little cat is so cute. Well, she's a fat little cat.
Did you read what Randy wrote, Kim?
Yes, I said yes, Randy. He would. Are you gonna? Are you listening?
You sleep outside. You go out there. At least you can walk under that pavilion and keep semi-dry. The car couldn't do it. It had to stay wet. Plus, I still have exposed metal on the car. And before I took it out, I actually took I have some .0 steel wool out in the car, out in the garage, and I sprayed some WD-40 on it. And anywhere I had exposed metal, I cleaned it off with some WD-40, just so whenever I go to when I went to the car,
would be nice.
So when I went to the car shows, it wouldn't be exposed, to the damp air or anything. Yeah, is what I'll get it painted here in the next month or two, but I'm just going to paint it satin black.
You parked in a mud puddle with the 55.
That wasn't me.
I don't know why you can't put it outside in the rain.
There was a guy, maybe he's watching now. He said he came right up to my car. What the picture that has the lid up and the trunk up, the guy come right up to my car.
Nice
he was
super
Robbie. Nice guy. He's like, hey, I watch your channel. I know this car. And he did. He mentioned my channel. He mentioned the car. He said, let me back you in, because I was just going to pull straight in and just park that way. He's like, nah, let me back you in. He backed me in. As soon as I got out, I'm like, man, I'm in a mud puddle. He goes, man, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. It's like, dude, don't worry about it. It's all right. But it was in a mud puddle like that deep the whole day. On the passenger side front tire. If you look close at the picture on our thing, maybe you can see it.
Kevin just put 120,000 on his 98.
Oh, yeah? Kevin, the C30 has 119 on it.
There you go, Pirates Cove. That's a great idea. Show all your cars. That would
Wow,
be a cool
20
video.
of them.
That would be a cool video.
I got 5, and 2 of them are daily drivers.
Not mine.
Well,
It's not a daily driver.
it's
Well,
a sometimes driver.
I said, what did I say today? It's a 2017 and it's got 16,000 miles.
Yeah, Kim's got we bought a brand new one of those Mazda CX3s, the little jobbers. It has the sport shifter and everything in it. It's only got 16,000 miles on it because she doesn't go anywhere. And the only reason it has that many is because like the first year and a half, 2 years she had it, she did commute daily to work. But that now she works from home.
Hey, Chopper Mike.
Yo, what's going on, brother? How you doing, Chopper Mike?
Don wants to know how you've been loving the experience of driving.
Oh my God, I love that car. It pulls so hard. It wants to go, and it's straight as an arrow. Tinberg, he messaged me to ask me about it because he built that front end for me, and man, that thing's straight as an arrow. There's no side to side play. The turn radius on it's awesome. Obviously, it would handle way better if I had a little bit wider tire. I got 6-inch wide tires on the front. They're 4.5-inch rims with 6-inch wide tires. So it's not really 6. It's kind of coned. But hey, it got the gasser look. But I'm telling you, it really it's a fun car to drive. There's no problem with the turn radiuses and everything's great on it. The only thing I found so far that I'm definitely going to have to make a change on at some point, and I showed you guys in that one short, is that the line for the clutch. Those fittings are absolute junk. They are junk, and I know what happened. I think that nut, once you turn it and it's tight and you go a half a turn too much, I look down there every once in a while and it's still moist. And then it's not the seal on the bearing because my buddy Kevin, he got his little air nozzle out with the little 1/8 inch. And if you just lightly spray, you can see where the fluid comes from, and it's coming right off of that fitting for the feed for the clutch. But it's not like rushing out. It's like the reservoir doesn't even look like there's anything out of it. It's one of those nuisances that I'm going to have to take care of eventually. I was laying under the car with a rag the other day cleaning it up. I don't want it to get all sloppy under there.
No, it's not too far to Hobby Lobby, Big Job. And Dollar Tree is in walking distance.
Let me tell you, Don, the amount of people that I know you get the same thing in yours. Every other car going by. If you go and look at the one when I hit 4 out of the 5 gears before I had to let it back down, I couldn't get going too fast on the street. So the one guy in the pickup truck coming this way, he actually commented. He's like, "That was me in the pickup truck." If you go back and look at all the comments on that little short, so it's really fun. That kind of stuff's fun. And the guy at the car show that recognized our channel, that's fun, man. I mean, it's kind of cool.
That's right, Robbie. They claimed bankruptcy.
We're just a small little thing, but people catch us once in a while. Not everybody hits the subscribe button. It's like Kim said. She goes, "I had 6,500 people watch my video. Why can't I have 6,500 subscribers?" I said, "Well, honey, not everybody hits the button."
I was joking.
I know you were joking, and then so am I.
The dog's name is
modest.
Colbert, and my other dog's name is Chooch. They're named after the Phillies, the 2008 Phillies World Series team.
No, he's not coming tonight, but that the pizza shop is less than a mile from my house, like I told you or so. And I welded a table for them last year, that exact pizza shop that guy worked out of. my buddy Kevin, that him and his brother own the shop. Him and his brother Mike own the shop. He's the one that told that guy to get me to weld that table up that time, because he gets his car down at the garage.
Well, kind of, Chaz. One of they like people too much. They don't get enough visitors.
Well, Colbert went back upstairs
Yes.
because he doesn't have a bed like Boo Boo got. He's
There's
jealous.
some dogs right there.
He's not going to lay on the rug. He wants to lay right there where he's laying.
Chaz says they're super chill, but I don't totally agree with that remark. They're good dogs. Chill. Mm.
They're all right. Boo Boo, look at him now. He's not hurting anybody. He's taking a nap.
Hey, Martin Wright's here.
Yo, Martin, what's going on, buddy? Happy Friday. If you have one, take a sip. I forgot my paddle.
Chili
It's
dogs are
upstairs.
awesome.
So if I put up the magnet, you take a sip. Or Chaz over there, he's got the fill the bucket power.
Chaz is the paddle tonight.
Martin has the paddle too. Look, Martin.
Yeah, Martin has the
Martin
paddle.
also has the paddle. And Martin, if you go into your emojis, you should have these. Yeah, I know you have it beside your name, but you should also have the emoji.
Well, tell Mama One we said hi too.
You can make everybody
Hi, Mama
drink.
One.
You can make everybody drink too, buddy.
Kevin wants to know how hot those
Hi, Mama
headers.
One.
How hot those headers would be on the firewall.
Oh gosh, they're so hot. It's like a constant radiant heat. That's another thing I'm having trouble with. I don't want to go too far from the house because it's running around. If it's just idling and I'm just around town, it's staying around 210, and that's just too hot for me for that type of engine, that year of engine. I'd like to see it down around between 180 to 200.
Yeah, Randy, you did get lucky.
280.
That's horrible.
When it's at 210 and you start to see it creeping up a little bit more, that's so at some point I may have to make a change with the radiator. I don't know, but I'm going to try getting it cooler underneath the engine bay right now, and I'm trying to give that setup I got half a chance. So we'll see.
Yeah, you got the header wrap, right? You're gonna try and wrap them.
I'm gonna wrap the headers this
Pirates
weekend.
Cove says use water wetter.
I'm gonna look at that too. One thing I took
You make our day, Martin.
Thanks, buddy. I took the thermostat out, and I read an article that's convinced me that was a mistake. They're saying that even with the thermostat in and open, it has a little bit of restriction, and what that does is it takes the coolant longer to travel through the radiator, and that's actually a good thing. So when it returns back in the motor, so that article I read convinced me. I am going to put the thermostat back in. We do have the right size. They're saying 185 for my type of motor, and like I said, we're going to give it half a chance. I was looking at that water wetter. I am thinking about adding some of that. There's a few moves I'm going to try before I get radical and work a bunch of overtime and buy a big radiator kit. I just want to try a few things. And that's why I'm happy that there's so many local car shows right now where they're like 2 miles from my house. It's like, it's awesome.
Man, Mrs. K, I was hoping you were better this week. Have you been to the doctor?
I thought about that too, Chopper Mike. I read an article on that too, that you can do that. The 3/16 hole in the stat. Yeah, so it constantly travels through, but not too much.
Man, Andy got hit with COVID too. Mrs. K's sick. Andy's doghouse got COVID. He's doing better now, though. Oh, man, Mrs. K. Oh, Robbie. Randy Ryan's dog got into rat poison.
Oh,
I'm glad your dog's doing better, Randy. That's horrible.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm experimenting and I'm learning as I go, Randy. We're going to figure it out. Like I said, I'm going to measure and see the biggest size radiator I could take, because I did eyeball one that was on with a cross flow. It's on Summit, but it's very expensive with the fan kit and all that. So I want to try everything else first. That's why I'm going to just keep the car very local to my town for right now until I get some stuff figured out. I'm learning the car and the car's learning me.
Oh, wow. And somebody gave Andy COVID. Dropped in to see him and had COVID and gave it to him.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Andy. I'm glad you're feeling better, man. That's a drag, that stuff. Kim and I had it about 6 months ago. That was terrible.
That's when I lost all the weight and lost a lot of hair. And
she did. It was very hard on Kim. She was in the hospital. Hey, Tracy, what's going on?
I was in the hospital because I had pneumonia.
You know what, Tracy? That might be the name I'm looking at, but it's like the package I'm looking at has 2 fans with it, 2 bigger fans. It's 30 inches by 16 high, cross flow. I think it's 4 rows, but it's like $1,700, and it's just I don't have that money to spend right now, especially after all the bills we just got done paying. So I'm going to try everything in my power to use what I have. And if I got to limp through this summer, at least I get to play with the car a little bit. You know, I can't take it far anyway right now until I I got to get it painted and all. I got to paint it and everything like that. I've had 3 or 4 people. I've been to 2 shows. The second one I really didn't stay that long. I think I was going to win something. I swear I'm not sure, but they come over and ask me a bunch of questions. But I wasn't staying. It's like, and they got me at the gate for $15. I don't mind charities and stuff like that, but I had no idea. If I'd have known, if the car wasn't overheating, I would have just backed up and left. But I paid the $15 and I stayed like, I don't know, 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I just wanted
All I
to
know
come
is I
home.
was watching the Phillies.
And I wanted to come home because I had went to work that morning. Phil actually texted me the night before and said, "Hey, you want to go to that show?" And it was like, I already committed to going to work. I couldn't uncommit. So I'm like, dude, I got to go to work. But then I texted him in the morning, and then he had other stuff lined up by then. But I was like, you know what? I'm still going to go over and see what's going on.
Oh, that's nice of you to say one. 5 minutes. Mo, Mrs. K's giving me a warning. I got to get the number.
I just prefer the cruise-ins, no judging. I like that. That's what I like. Just to cruise in, see what everybody's doing, what everybody got, meet a couple people. And but it felt good. The Saturday show was fun. The cruise in for the what do they call it, coffee and cars. It was like people just kind of gravitated to the car as I pulled in. It was pretty cool. You know, it was fun because hey, it's always fun. I know when I'm at a car show to see a car I haven't seen before. So nobody's seen that one. It's kind of been hidden in the barn for the last couple of years. Unless you're watching the YouTube channel, then you've seen it or parts of it anyway.
Brandy wants to know you got DD speed shop bills now.
No. No.
And Chopper Mike said drop your time into 32 degrees.
32, Mike. See, I might try that. That's like I said, I got that new timing light, and because my other one broke, and I never used these advanced ones. This one's not super advanced, but it has more buttons than I'm used to. And I was reading motors similar to mine. They want them initial around 10 or 12. And then they want final timing between 38 and 40. And I'm like, man, I thought that was kind of up there. What you're saying, like 32, that's more of what I'm used to. But I mean, this thing does have domed pistons and all this and that. So we'll see where it runs best.
Kevin likes coffee and cars too.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like, where you meet people, Kev, and you just
bye, Pirates Cove. Have a good dinner.
Take it easy, Josh. And you just talk to people and meet up and see what everybody else is working on, what everybody else got. It's kind of fun.
What is tomorrow?
Gatsby's? No, Gatsby's is next weekend.
Oh.
The 7th. What day is 7th? Saturday or
That's
Sunday? Sunday. We're gonna I'm going over Sunday. Hopefully I'll have the truck running by then, and I'll make my son drive the truck over too.
Randy Ryan wants to know what the compression ratio is on the motor.
Oh, gosh, I gotta go up and look. It's wrote on the top of my cam paper. It's 9 something 1. I have to go upstairs and look. I can't remember.
Oh, it's pizza night for Henry.
I don't want to give. I know the first number is 9 and the last number is 1.
I thought you said pizza night for DD Speed Shop. Andy his car club starts his shows this weekend.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling up to it too, Andy. COVID sucks. That's right. Tomorrow's pizza night. I knew it. You always said you have pizza night on Saturdays.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough to get through that. You know what happened to me when I had it, Andy? I think I slept for 3 days straight. And I got up and chugged NyQuil, went back to bed, and I did that 2 or 3 times. And on the third day, and I wasn't allowed back to work for 5 days. And on the third day, I was standing in the kitchen looking out the back window. I couldn't stand it anymore. I went out and worked on my car. I had to go outside.
That sounds good too, Tor.
I couldn't stay in bed anymore. I was in bed for 3 whole days in a row.
COVID didn't hit me that hard. It was the aftermath of it.
Yeah. Kim got through it a lot easier than me, but the long-term effects they really hurt you, honey.
Yeah. But it's that time.
Uh-oh. It is that time. Kim, fish us up a number.
I already did because Mrs. K gave me a 5-minute warning.
No, see? All right, so we got the cartoon cage sticker. We got the car sticker, and I'm including a magnet. I found another pack of these magnets, and I got to get them used up. So the winner gets 3 things tonight. You get a magnet and 2 stickers.
Oh, right? Thanks, Randy.
So if you give me a number between 1 and 50, 1 and 50, go.
Oh, this one's
there it is. Hubie's Garage.
Hubie. I missed it.
Hubie won 39.
I might be behind.
Hubie. He's right after Hubie's Garage, number 39.
Oh, let me pull it up.
Let Kim pull it up so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
There it is. Kim selected the number 39.
I didn't select the number.
Well,
the random number.
The random number generator from
Selected
Kim's phone selected the number. Henry, have we ever had number 39? Congratulations, Hubie.
Way to go, Hubie. Kevin, I follow this chick that lives in Italy now, and she always has the best food on there.
Could you reach in there and give me one of these, hon?
Country Boy had to just stop in to say hi.
Hey, Country Boy.
The way that one would say hi.
All right. Well, congratulations, Hubie.
Oh, Mrs. K, you need to feel better soon.
She's still under the weather.
Yeah. She said she just, hey, give blood. She said she just got up and got on the show.
Oh, man.
That's a new number, Henry said.
There you go, new number.
Man, we've had like a new number, like two out of the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You're on it now, Chaz. Martin's in here. Martin, put up some little fills, man, and we'll all have a sip.
What did Martin say? We all win. Laugh out loud. The number was 39. Big job. 39. Fuel Fire Garage guessed 39, but way after Hubie.
Way after. Something tells me Mike was trying to tilt the wheel. Yeah, so everything that happens this weekend is going to be inside. I mean, it's soggy wet out there. The first day, it's not, well, I'm off Monday, but I got to go to the cardiologist for a consult. I got to get one of those stress tests and everything. I actually asked for it because it's like my grandfather died of a heart attack. My father nearly died of a massive heart attack.
What's the matter, baby? So
I want to get everything checked out. I want to kind of be proactive, at least around the cardio stuff. It's that time. I'm getting to that age. So I'm off on Monday, so I got all morning, but I'm going to have to, and it's not going to rain, but I'm guaranteeing I'm going to have to use up my morning cutting the grass. I mean, as soon as it's done raining, it's going to grow a foot.
Bobby said they're going to give you an EGG.
I think this is just the console. I think they're going to go over my family history. They may do stuff like that. But I think it's just a lead up to the where they put you on the stress test and all that. I actually want to just get my Widowmaker checked. And from what my doctor at my general practitioner told me, she said that you can get a picture, but you have to pay for it, and it's like $100. And if your insurance won't cover it, you're gonna have to ask them for it, and they'll do it, but it's like $100. And I'm doing it. I want to make sure that it's all right.
That's great news, Kevin. Kevin had it all done 6 months ago. And the old ticker is doing great.
Cool. Glad to hear, Kev. I'm like I said, that's I need to get it done. I my cholesterol does run high.
What are
And
you talking about?
I like I said, I think my buddy Joe, he had all kinds of problems and with that kind of stuff. And I think maybe that's what happened in his sleep. I don't know, but just trying to be proactive. It was kind of funny. It's like we all did that fantasy football together. And last night, something really funny happened. And I went to pick up my phone to text my buddy at the draft because I made a trade because we have a keeper league and something happened with the Lions. And I just traded that Swift guy away. And I just picked up the phone. I was just getting ready to, and I was like, oh man, I ain't got nobody to like giggle to about it,
Martin says, older is sexier. That's what I say to my doctor.
Hey, let's have another sip. Why not?
Well, that's good too, Kevin. He had 3 heart attacks, or his dad had 3 heart attacks, but he's still doing good.
Right. Well, my father passed away at 56 years old of lung cancer, but he had a massive heart attack at 54. And they didn't think he was going to wake up. He did, but they didn't think he was going. And when he did wake up, he thought it was the 70s.
Wow. Henry had a fugitive hanging out in his backyard last Saturday with a gun. What'd you do, Henry? 60 is the new 40. That's right. That makes me, what, 30, 35?
I hope you're right, Grady. Yeah. So it's best to be proactive with that, Robbie. And like I said, my grandfather died in Atlantic City on the steps of the Trump casino. Right on the steps. He just got out of the shower or bath and went my grandmother to get something to eat and passed away right on the steps. Massive heart attack.
Wow, Kevin. Kevin's brother had one at 36 years old and died.
Wow, see.
Hey, Josh.
See, Lonnie had a stent put in. They keep an eye on that now, right, Lonnie? When you go in for checkups, don't you have to go in and get that checked? Yeah, man. I like I said, I'm trying to be proactive. That's why I said Monday is the cardiologist consult, and then Friday's blood work. Hopefully my sugar didn't rise too much because I've slacked off with the gym. I still go about 5 times a week, but I'm not hitting it as hard as I was, and I'm hoping it didn't make a huge change. We're going to see. I haven't been eating great the last week, though. That's not a good thing.
I think you're right, too, Torp. When it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah, that's true. But if you can do something proactive to extend that time, Torp, you ought to. Just.
Hey, Shaky.
You go in and they find something and say, hey, we got to take care of this. And they take
that's
care
cool, Chaz. Well, who did she go see? I don't know how far Glenside is away. Fuel Fire hasn't been to the doctor since the 90s.
Oh, that's kind of cool, Chaz.
Oh, wow. Tony G's granddad passed away at the age of 35. You can't run from the devil. That sure is right, Andy.
Man, hey, to each their own, I guess. If you can look at it any way you want to. And the way I'm looking at it is if the doctor can find something before something else happens, then that'll be good with me.
Do you have
and
to
just on family, just on family history.
I'll take you out.
It is genetics. See, you're lucky. Both of my parents passed away. My father at 56 and my mother at 68, 67 or 68. So I have to get stuff checked. I'm all right. I'm 54 or yeah, wait a minute. No, I'm 53. I don't even know how old I am. I'm 50. It's It's 2003, 2023. I'm 53. I hear you, Mike. I hear you. To each their own, man. To each their own. It's right there, brother. It was a little crooked. I actually straightened it out before I turned this on. That's funny, Martin. Hey, Josh, let's all have a. There, Josh is signaling that we all ought to have something jolly. Whether you're going to take a puff of something or a sip of a adult beverage or whatever makes you happy, take a sip. Mm. Now, Kim's parents are her father's 90, and he's relatively good health. I think he takes one pill at 90, and Kim's mom's a little beat up, but she's is your mom 80 yet, hon?
She'll be 80 in August.
She's about 80. So that's why I told Kim based on genetics, she's going to outlive me by a good bit. That's awesome, Lonnie. That's what, and you know what, dude? That's a lot of it. Just staying active. It's like I try to do something every day. I try to do something. I go out there. I mess around, and I'm getting a lot more done. I was spending a lot of time trying to make long form videos. Now I'll do like I'll make one tomorrow when I'm wrapping the headers, talk to you guys and stuff. But I'm finding out that these short videos do really good. People just want a quick blast. What's going on? Well, this is what I'm doing, and that's pretty much it. You know, this is what I'm doing. I threw the power steering pump together yesterday and tossed it in. There's no point in showing me put it in. It's like what, 3 or 4 bolts. The thing. You know what I'm having trouble with on that thing is the tensioner for the air compressor. I can't get it to loosen up. I think it was starting to get dark, and I had enough, but I got to go look at it again. I couldn't get it to loosen up because that's all I got left to do is put the hoses on and put the belt on the AC unit, and then I can take the truck for a ride. Make sure, because I got to. The first thing I want to do as soon as I do that is as soon as I get the hoses and stuff put on, I want to go down to the bubble bath and I want to power wash under there. There's so much oil under there. I think that pump was leaking from the big seal on that pump. I mean, it was just there's just fluid everywhere under there.
Henry's crazy.
What's that?
He had a fugitive in his backyard with a gun. And he asked him, "What are you doing in my yard?" He goes, "Can I just chill here a minute?" He said, "No, get out of this yard." And he runs through the yard and hops a wire fence. And then he goes out with a bat, and there's 2 cop cars on the corner sitting there, and they wouldn't go after him.
I think he probably figured he'd just eventually come out and give himself up.
No, I'm not making all those different trees of life. One was enough.
Yeah, it's like it's hard, UB. I mean, now Kim, how long was your video, hon?
The last one was 27 minutes.
Yeah, Kim's last video was kind of long, and you know she had really good numbers with people staying watching and stuff. And it's like, you know, but it's like every 3rd or 4th video, I wasn't getting anything done. It's like I'm people don't understand. It's like to do like the emergency brake cable video, let's say, for example. I really tried hard to make sure that the video was where you could see everything. I had multiple cameras. I ran 2 cameras and would jump them back and forth so I wasn't bouncing nobody around. I took 2 days to make a video that for a job that was about 2 hours. And so it's like it was taking too long. It was like, and then that video only had like 300 views. I'm like, that's it. Nah. I'll make long videos, but I'm just gonna do my jobs and show little short videos, and then every once in a while I'll put one out like once a week or so. That's like 10, 12 minutes.
They're probably getting commercials anyway, Hubie, because YouTube wants to make its money.
And I've actually got, since I started doing that, my numbers are better. So I'm not going to ever be the next vice grip. Kim's going to be
I'm not.
Kim's going to be my YouTube star.
No.
I'm going to be her little editor guy who makes his own videos once in a while. And I'm okay with that. I mean, there comes a point in time when you know, hey, I'm not going to be the next big thing. It's okay. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing. That's all that matters, right?
It's too hard to come up with ideas.
Like what you said to me the other day, your stuff is dollar store stuff. Every time I do something, it's $1,000.
It's true.
It is true. It's that's not a lie.
I braided his beard before, Randy. I gave him what is that? Captain Albano.
It was getting really gray, so it's blonde.
No, I'm
all
not
of
doing a
sudden
live
by
Mrs.
magic. Thanks, big job. I appreciate it, man. But now, it is what it is. It's
Jesus, what are you doing up there?
I don't know. Just boo back up there.
Yeah, he walked back upstairs.
Oh,
Cornrows. Are you talking about the ramps that you eat, Lonnie?
What are the ramps?
It's some kind of wild plant you can find. Yeah, Lonnie's talking about the ramps.
What are they, like wild mushrooms?
Why don't you ask Lonnie? Because I'm not exactly sure.
Are we talking about wild mushrooms, Lonnie, or?
No, I think they're like.
Thanks, David. That's what I was thinking. Get it done.
They're kind of like asparagus, I think. It's a wild onion. There you go. That's what Lonnie says. It's a wild onion.
Okay. Scallions.
Fiddleheads.
Yeah, scallions. We used to get them in our every year when I'd have to clean out our horseshoe
thanks,
pits.
Kevin.
We used to get the wild onions in our horseshoe pits.
The guy that on YouTube with the coyote and the raccoon and the pit bull. I don't know what his name is. I like him though. He does all the shorts.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm talking about? He was.
I see the shorts all the time.
The coyote guy?
Yeah, the coyote guy. He's got a coyote, a pit bull, and a raccoon. It's like
He
the
was
odd
on
couple, and they all the animals all like each other and stuff.
No, it wasn't Tiger King. There is a guy that's Lion Dad. He has wild wolves. Well, not wild, but anyway, he was out hunting wild mushrooms this week. I'd be afraid to do that.
Yeah, I thought your channel's getting pretty good coverage too. Same thing as Don said. I think you're doing a great job.
Oh, too bad you just joined in right away. It was nice.
Everybody gets welcomed here. Everybody's welcome here. And we, the one thing I give both Kim and myself credit for, we try our best to answer every single person. If you take the time to write to me on a thing, we do our best to try to answer. I might not get it the same day. Sometimes I'll do 3 or 4 at break time, and then I have to put the phone down and go back to work, and then I'll do a couple more here and there. But we always try.
I haven't looked at the email in a while.
Well, we answer the comments for the.
Oh yeah, the comments, but I haven't looked at your email.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon. I was talking about comments.
Oh, Huey, that's nice.
Oh, what's going on? Thanks for making it in, Sonny. That's cool, dude. I'll tell you what, your ladder bar setup looked awesome, man. Now, what
Oh,
color?
Robbie,
What
that's
color did you
nice.
decide to? What color were you painting yours? I painted mine that metallic silver, and it got like stripper glitter all through my shop.
You forgot to put WD-40 on the chair.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry, everybody. But we weren't out here. We were out in the shop last week, and it's just too
Oh, he's
miserable.
making them yellow.
Okay,
That's cool.
that's cool. I always every time I see slapper bars, they're yellow, and I guess that is the other color for the ladder bars too, is yellow. Stands out nice.
Torps were red. Well, if you had glitter, you could have sent it to Queen Dee Dee.
No, it was the silver paint, the metallic silver paint. When I used it, I'll never forget it. Like the dust settled, and it looked like glitter. Where you go over and take a rag and wipe it, and it was like a glittery rag. It was
What is her name now on Instagram? Queen Glitter Chaos.
Chaos. That's one she uses when she's doing the video games.
Oh,
That
okay.
remember, I got that app on my phone. What's that app called? I go when I see, as long as I'm not in bed. If she's doing that Twitch, she does that Twitch with the video games.
Two Babe likes the red, white, and blue. Twitch.
I do.
That's
too,
right,
buddy.
Josh. Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. I just looked on my phone. If I'm not sleeping and she's doing it, I'll go in there for at least a half hour or something.
I'll paint something on the 55 Randy, but that's it.
She's gonna paint on it. She's gonna do all the things. It's fine. She was in there and she was touching up all because I nicked up the bar in a couple places and she was doing a good job. She's in there cleaning it up, and then she took the brush and what'd you have, the lid, hun? And there was like 3 drops of white that got right on what's it called, the line, wrap the liner, but it wiped right off. It's like, and you were yelling at me. Oh, she was not yelling at me. She's doing a project upstairs, and I'm like, here, give me one. I want to try. I want to try this thing to see if it works. She goes, you can use one of those ones over there, like a child. She says, you could take one of the ones over there and make your own. You're not touching my project. And I'm like, I said, you're out there and you're slinging paint all over my car, and I don't even blink, and you won't even let me mess with one of your project pieces. You guys believe it? Treating me like a kid. Here, you can use one of these.
There's a million of them over there. I'm working on them.
Here, you can use this one. This like a little kid. Here, play with this one.
Swinging at Tracy likes your tack.
My what?
Tack.
Oh, thanks, dude. Dude, that's one of my favorite things too. It's like Big Daddy Don Garlic tack. It's perfect for that car. We're gonna have some other hints. It's like I said, it's gonna be a satin black carpet. We're gonna have other patriotic stuff on the car.
Yeah, this is all you gotta remember. To all you guys who are in there right now, Mr. B has it right.
Yeah, I'm talking as Howard's like a kind of a friend of mine, the guy that did the AC unit for us, and he's like, I'm talking to him on the phone. He's like, "Hey, I really like your sign." I'm like, "Oh, the header sign? Yeah, it's cool." He goes, "No, the white one." I'm like, "Oh, okay, dude." I thought he was talking about my header sign, man.
No, he's talking about never argue with a woman.
Yeah. That's true, Randy, but never forget, happy spouse, happy house.
No. Philly Bully Team. They take care of pit bulls. Although, not crazy about the woman who runs the whole thing.
She was kind of rude to you. We went down there and donated money, and she was kind of rude.
That's right, Chaz. He makes a sport out of arguing with Megan. Hey, Rusted Junk.
What's going on, buddy? Pat made it. What's going on, buddy?
Pat.
That's cool.
Pap's gonna learn soon about arguing with the wife.
Yeah. I'm sure he's had plenty of experience arguing with the opposite sex on
He's engaged.
it. I know.
An Italian from New York and an Irish chicken from Jersey. Well, you got a
Very cool, Pat.
Polish Pittsburgher. I'm the Italian. Don't get me riled up.
You're not too bad. You've been actually kind of pleasant the last couple weeks. I don't know what's going on.
Big Job's been renting his girlfriend for the past 17 years.
That's great.
We just had that conversation that if something happened to either of us, we're never getting married again.
Nah, that's it. It's done.
It's done. That's because what? Why?
Huh?
It's because why?
Oh, you've ruined me for other ladies.
No, you can't keep stealing my lines.
See, yours is just a line. I'm being sincere. An Oklahoma redneck and a southern Mississippi girl.
And then Pap's got an Irish Boston-born chick who grew up in Harrogate, UK.
That's great. Oh, man. You guys crack me up. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I love you guys, too. Let's have a sip.
This is a pretty fun group here. Henry's building a life-size rat trap for his yard.
That's funny.
Oh, Mr. B's going to be at Gateway Raceway next weekend. Oh, so he won't be here. Oh, Mr. B.
All right.
You have fun then.
Yeah, you have fun though, man. And at least you'll have an adventure to tell us about. I'll tell you what, your trailer looked really good, man. Your buddy did a nice job. He had it lettered on it.
That's going to be fun for Mr. B. Hopefully he does good.
Is
there any trophies or anything involved in that, Mr. B?
Oh, honey, it's all about the racing. It's bracket racing, right, Grady? You bracket race, right? Pretty sure it's bracket racing.
It's a 1 hour walkthrough. What are you going to do? A video one? Are you going to start a channel finally?
Electrifying fences. Henry's out to maim some people. He's going to make some life. Somebody's going to be caught. He's going to have his leg caught in this trap. Help! While he's holding on to an electric fence, getting.
Cool. Hubie's running the historical gasser again on May 21st.
Very cool. Very cool.
No, just bragging rights for Mr. B. Well, that's cool.
Had nothing wrong with that either.
I like to brag.
It is fun to brag about stuff, isn't it?
Okay, one.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Don't yawn.
Oh, I'm trying not to, but I had a pretty busy day, you know.
What's your sugar numbers be? One wants to know.
I've checked my sugar maybe 3 times this week, and it's hovering around 158, 160. It's just, you know, like I said, I got to eat less. As I think one of the biggest things is I got to find a way to eat less food. I eat a lot.
There
of
you
food.
go. Angie's going out shopping tomorrow.
My
Martin's
metabolism,
Angie.
my
That's
metabolism
nice.
is really high, though. I don't really gain any weight, but I eat too much.
So Martin's wife Angie's going out on a nice day of shopping after the boys have had their toys. That's very nice. So hopefully you have good weather there, Angie, because it really is rainy and cold here.
It's terrible here. All right. Well,
bye,
listen.
everyone.
Yeah, we're at our last 15, 20 seconds. We're at our 1 hour mark. I had fun talking to you guys this week. do something fun, do something car related. If you got a channel, put something up, even if it's only 15, 20 seconds. Just show us what you're working on. If you don't have a channel, do something fun and tell us about it next Friday, you know? All right. Let's end on a happy note. Everybody take a sip, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Until then,
Except Mr. B, who's going to be at a car race.
except for Grady. Take care, everybody.
Bye.